Okay. Is everybody feeling hot and bothered? Okay, I'm a Renegade Productions. The moviethemouse.com. Each and every one of you sons of bitches. Now, would you please welcome Warbringer!
Hey, Warbringer here, checking in from the road. Keevil and
Laux
reporting in after that last Thailand video. First thing we did was we flew into Indonesia, where actually the show was supposed to be in Bandung, which was 2 hours south of Jakarta, where we flew in. But the police, 2 days before the show was supposed to happen, intervened and said it could not happen. So it got moved to Jakarta last minute. So
yeah, they took us to their national monument. It was like an elevator. It was 2 stories up.
it was a massive torch, really. That torch pillar. It was sweltering hot, too.
It was really an elevator.
Yeah, it was a big elevator. We put like 12 people at a time in there, and you all go up.
And they take us to eat at a restaurant that was a little too real.
There was one, yeah, where there's just like all these half fish sitting there,
Squids.
half fish and like pork
And squid.
all these things that were just sitting in like plastic buckets outside in the sweltering heat for who knows how long. So we ended up getting Burger King, and the show was pretty cool still, despite being known about 2 days in advance, being moved by the police basically. It was still pretty cool. Kids were awesome once again. Actually, every show of this tour we've had really awesome audiences coming to the show. And yeah, that was Indonesia. So
Yeah, then we flew out to Singapore the next day.
oh yeah, we had to leave pretty early because we had to drive down to Bandung where the show was supposed to have been, fly out to Singapore. And Singapore was a totally different story because Singapore is pretty high tech. It's all super city.
Yeah, it's modern as well.
Yeah, it was, every other building's a massive skyscraper hotel. Pretty interesting. And the people there were just awesome.
It was one of the smaller turnouts, but it was probably one of the best selling shows we had.
Yeah, and we had a day off in Singapore after, so we just went on a tour around the city. The guy they had driving our van just to and from the venue and stuff was also a tour guide, so he went around and gave us tons of information on things. We got this shirt which features here the merlion.
That's all they have.
It's the merlion. It's
No
the
natural
mascot.
resources.
But they have the merlion. The merlion will save you from sharks and he will eat them.
We are going? Oh no, Marco! We have a tiger beer that's not open, and we can't open it! But wait, what's this? It's the merlion! Merlion, what can you do?
We also saw a giant Ferris wheel.
Yes.
The biggest hill in Singapore, which is
kind of, you get a good view from there and you can see all corners of it.
and then let's see. Then we had to go to get this out.
And we said bye to the Cynical Sound guys in Singapore and went out to Malaysia. And we took a bus there and went through like 4 hours of jungle. It was pretty sweet because we haven't seen that much jungle in our days. But we got 4 hours of spectacular jungle view. Then we end up in Kuala Lumpur. Hey there, Keevil from Warbringer checking in Kuala Lumpur. Here's the deal right now. We found out our flight to Manila is not 1:15 p.m. tomorrow, it's 1:15 a.m. We're probably going to get off stage at like 10:30 or 11, and it's an hour to the airport. So that's the deal. We just found this out while we were heading to the hotel and decided to turn around and not go to the hotel. We are in rush hour in Kuala Lumpur right now, and there's Kuala Lumpur Rapid Transit moving very rapidly, as you can see. You can pretty much tell that if you were a snail, you'd be the fastest car on the road right now. It creates kind of an unfortunate rush, so we play a little earlier, and we have to get out of there as soon as we can. We barely make our flight. But the Kuala Lumpur show was fucking hot, and it was fucking raging. Kids were going off completely once again.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that in any corner of the globe, there's at least 30 Sodom shirts in every city.
Yeah.
That was one of the best shows that we had this whole run. We had a good reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
No one goes till I say so! Mortals, falling
kind of a shame we had to leave so early. We could have played longer and had a more proper show, but we really had to do it in a rush or we'd be stuck in Kuala Lumpur. So that's the city we probably got to see the least on this whole tour. We just drove in and drove out, unfortunately.
Yeah, then at 1:30 we had to catch a plane. It was a 5-hour flight. We got to the Philippines around 6 in the morning.
And that's where we are now. We played the show yesterday, which goes down in all these tropical heat wave shows as the single hottest show in Warbringer history, hands down, no contest.
Yeah, we used combo amps too. That was.
We played, and once again, people went they were climbing on the rafters and stuff. It was crazy, and incredibly brutal show in all ways. And then we had some of the best food of the tour.
We're documenting this right now.
What is that?
Duck egg.
Duck egg.
It's mature duck egg, but pre.
It's actually chicken.
It's kind of premature. It's a premature chick. Okay. That's the duck egg yolk. Okay, awesome. Speaking all. When in Rome, Thrashville fans. Send this. Also keep. Oh, still live. Tastes like an egg.
Tastes like egg. It's egg.
Oh wait, I got a beak. It's good, actually.
I don't know if I can do that. Really?
It is good,
Too
yeah.
much for me.
Actually, when you're done, let me get another bite of that.
Said that, man. I got this. My pocket, man, is full.
Take a bite, I get some more. Yeah? Right now?
Not now.
Where's the eyeballs? I want to look into the eye for
That's the
you.
head.
Oh, that's the head right there.
From a far place.
Right there.
With a hand, man.
I'm sorry, buddy.
We had this awesome Filipino barbecue stuff.
We used forks too for the first time in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been more like fried chicken here than anything else actually, which is a departure from all the rice dishes we've been having. Love the food out here too. You find a bunch of different stuff that's pretty excellent and generally pretty spicy, which I like.
So, see you guys on Pestilence.
See you on Pestilence.
We're on the
Southeast
States.
Asian tour is complete and victorious.
Oh, and
we're
Europe?
heading back to America.
Europe are coming for you in August.
Yeah, Europe, look out.
Yeah, that's about it.
We're gonna make awful videos about you too, Europe.
No, we're not
watch
doing this
yourself.
again.
No, probably not.
Never.
Signing off.
This is Keeble playing God with the fish. We're gonna feed some fish. Here, watch them come. All right, they're coming. Ready? Here we go. Circle fish. Circle fish. Fish. Yeah. Faster than a bullet. That wasn't as good as I thought it would be. That was awesome.